San Fransokyo Square is one of the lands of California adventure, and in today's video we're going to deep dive into everything that this land has to offer. It is mostly a food court, so of course most of this video will be discussing the food offerings, but obviously San Fransokyo Square was a pretty recent change to California adventure, so we're also going to discuss that as well. Before we get started, please like this video, please leave a comment down below, let me know what you think of San Fransokyo Square. I would love to hear in the comments below, and of course please subscribe to this YouTube channel. At the time of this recording we are pushing for 20,000 subscribers, so I would greatly appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And one more thing, please click the link in the description to give my Instagram account a follow. I would greatly appreciate that as well. Thank you so much everybody. California Adventure opened with Pacific Wharf, and for years and years and years and years it was the park's food court, which is pretty amusing because Disneyland Park doesn't have a land dedicated to just being a food court, but for whatever reason California Adventure just always has since day one, literally. But of course it no longer has that Pacific Wharf California specific theme. It is now San Fransokyo Square, and I think the change from Pacific Wharf to San Fransokyo Square really throws into question the identity of the park of California Adventure. Like, it's crystal clear to everyone it is no longer California Adventure. It's like half California, half Disney IP, Disney stories, you know? For a while, people were thinking that California Adventure was gonna be like half Pixar, half Marvel, and then they throw in this Big Hero 6 retheme of the food court, and it's just like, I don't even know what's happening anymore, you know? Like, it's frustrating to me that it's very obviously not California Adventure anymore, and I'm fine with that. Like, this park has had an insane history, various changes. Like, it's okay to step away from California Adventure, but this weird, like, halvesies thing that they've been doing for the last 5-10 years or so is kind of frustrating to me. They're keeping the California aspect because it's San Fransokyo, but, like, the land you had beforehand was literally Northern California. Like, there's buildings that still look like Monterey Bay, but you're throwing that away and bringing in fictional city that is half Californian inspired. And I think that's a great metaphor for California Adventure. It's half California, maybe less than half to be honest, which might be the case for San Fransokyo as well. I was very skeptical when they first announced this change. I thought it was gonna suck, but to be honest, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, so I don't really have a hot take on San Fransokyo other than the music. I hate the music. I think it's very obnoxious, which is really frustrating because a food court is an area that you hang out in for like at least an hour, or like in that time frame, you know? Like, you're gonna be parked for a while. This is where a vast majority of California Adventure guests are going to take their break at some point throughout the day, so it just irks me that the music is so annoying, you know? Like, especially some of the older California Adventure music, like, I love that stuff. I think most of that is nostalgia, but it's so peaceful, so serene, very relaxing. The current music loop is like the exact opposite of that. The biggest thing I was questioning when they made the change to San Fransokyo Square was the new bridge, which of course is themed to San Fransokyo. It's like Japanese inspired Golden Gate Bridge architecture. I was like, that looks ugly when I saw the concept art, but in person it really grew on me. Like, California Adventure doesn't have a main street like Disneyland. It has this curved spine that leads you to the head of the park, which of course is Pixar Pier, and when you're walking up that walkway, I love the reveal of the pier area. You just see the skyline of the roller coaster and the wheel, and I was like, the bridge is gonna get in the way of that. But honestly, I was completely wrong. I think it adds to the skyline. It's unique enough to look like it should belong in a theme park skyline, so I appreciate it, and you can see it in parts of Paradise Gardens Park and even into Pixar Pier, so I do appreciate that it gave this corner of the park something unique about it visually. And it literally is the same bridge with these two massive columns slapped on top of it. But I think it looks cool, and I love the reflection of the structure down below in that water. It's beautiful. I'm a big fan, and I really wasn't expecting to be. So as for the food court itself, the big mainstay is always been the bread factory. That's like the only thing that's stayed consistent. That's not entirely true. It's one of the main things. It's the attraction that stayed consistent. There used to be a tortilla factory, but that was taken over by Ghirardelli. Ghirardelli's more of a restaurant or a dessert place, I guess. It's not really a restaurant. I love Ghirardelli. I'm a sucker for Ghirardelli. Very overpriced, so it's like once in a blue moon for me, but it's an amazing treat. Love it, love it, love it. I remember one time my family and I went and we tried like this earthquake thing, and it was just a plate that was huge, full of ice cream. It was unreal. It was like a dream for me back then. I think they got rid of it, which is heartbreaking for me, but whatever. I didn't mean to gloss over the bakery. The bread tour is the only attraction in this corner of the park. It is very, very cool. I've always liked it. They used to stop you and make you watch the video and then have you walk through the rest of the bread factory, but now the last few years the doors have just been open, so you can just walk right through the whole thing. You can get a free sample of bread, which is always bomb. Love that stuff. This corner of California Adventure is probably what started my love for sourdough bread. Love sourdough bread. So I blame DCA for that. You can purchase like entire loaves. You can purchase Mickey loaves, which is really cool. That stayed from the transition from Pacific Wharf to San Fransokyo Square. The restaurant that it's attached to is now called Aunt Cass's Cafe. I believe it serves mostly the same food, which is like bread bowl food, obviously. So soups, you can get mac and cheese in a bread bowl. They have a couple sandwiches. Good stuff. Always been a fan. And the other two major restaurants within this food court are Lucky Fortune Cookery and Cocina Cucamonga Mexican Grill. I'm a fan of both. Of the three restaurants that we discussed, I think the Mexican Grill is my favorite. I love those tacos. Very, very good. But you can't go wrong with any of those options. One time, I went to eat at the Lucky Fortune Cookery, and they took an insane amount of time to prepare my mobile order. Like, I checked in multiple times, and I think the whole waiting period was actually an hour. So that was ridiculous, but it happened one time, and it was like a few years ago. So I'm over it, but it was very, very frustrating at the time. But I have not had that experience at any other Disney restaurant since. So it was just a one-off, so I'll give them a pass. So that is my opinion on San Fransokyo Square. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I would love to hear in the comments below. Please like this video, and of course, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am beginning a quest to review every single land at California Adventure before the end of the year, so we will see if we get this done. After this video, we have Cars Land, and we have Grizzly Peak, and we technically have Buena Vista Street. So I might make a small-scale Buena Vista Street very similar to this. I feel like this one had to get a review video because even though it doesn't have a ride, it's a land in the park that isn't the entrance area, so I wanted to get it over with. But I'm looking forward to reviewing Cars Land and Grizzly Peak. And of course, every other land in the park, Hollywood Land, Avengers Campus, Paradise Gardens Park, and Pixar Pier, they all have review videos already up on the channel. The Pixar Pier review video has over 100,000 views, which is absolutely bonkers to me. So thank you so much for supporting that video. That really means a lot to me. And thank you so much for supporting this video. If you sat through the entire thing, I love you so much. Thank you, and I will catch you later.